5 months after special prosecutors dropped criminal charges against Alec Baldwin, New Mexico prosecutors now intend to recharge the actor with involuntary manslaughter for the October 2021 on-set shooting death of cinematographer Halyna Hutchings. The case could be brought before a grand jury next month. If charged and convicted, Baldwin could face 18 months in prison. With more, joined live now by criminal defense attorney and legal analyst Lou Shapiro. Lou, good to see you.
Likewise.
Where did this come from? It felt like this thing was done. He was in the clear. And now 5 months later, are you surprised that he's being recharged?
Yes, this really caught the public and legal analysts by surprise. Initially, once the case was dismissed, we thought that was it. But then apparently what's come to terms is that the gun, the idea was maybe the gun had been modified. And this was before the case was dismissed. And if the gun had been modified and Baldwin was saying that he didn't actually shoot the gun, then maybe there was some type of an explanation for the gun malfunctioning. And if that was the case, it would have made it very difficult for the prosecutors to prove that Baldwin was guilty of anything. Supposedly, an analysis has been done since then showing that the gun was not modified, thereby bringing back the strategy for the prosecution to say, well, Baldwin was the one holding the gun went off, 1 and 1 is 2. And they're going to put it in the hands of a grand jury to decide if there's enough evidence now to proceed with charging him.
Meaning he must have pulled the trigger.
That's the inference that they're going to be making.
So prosecutors say that Baldwin has criminal culpability. Walk us through what may happen next on this case. Where do we go from here?
So we know that there is a co-defendant in the case, the armorist, who supposedly handed the gun to someone else who then handed the gun to Baldwin. She is being charged also for being negligent. Manslaughter requires just a negligent standard, that someone did not fulfill their duty of care to make sure that the gun was in proper working condition when it was provided on the set. Now, she's maintained that when she provided the gun, it had blanks in it. She has no idea how it got any bullets in it. So somehow it got from her to Baldwin, and someone put a bullet in that gun, but she's saying it was not her. Baldwin would potentially be charged along with her. And then you would have a finger-pointing contest at trial saying, hey, it's her fault, and she's saying, no, it's his fault. That would be a tough one for a jury to figure out.
If she didn't put blanks in it, and she's in charge of this is literally her job, is to take care of this gun, and he's just an actor on the set. He's handing something. He assumes that it's working okay because that's her job. Would that be on him, or would that be on her?
Well, it could be also on him, arguably, because they're also saying he was a producer of this. Now, Baldwin is saying, even though I was a producer of the movie, I wasn't the one in charge of hiring the actual experts. That was a different producer. He goes, I'm just the producer who decides what type of talent, what type of actors or actresses should have been in the film. So he's saying people are pointing a finger at me for being a producer, but I didn't choose the armorist. And on the set, I'm a mere actor on the set following orders, getting a gun from someone who is supposedly an expert in this. Now, what the prosecution might go with is that apparently there were some sort of accidents involving weapons prior to this. And I think some of the cast members were saying, or people on the set said they were going to walk out because they felt that the conditions weren't safe enough. So that also could lead to this idea that maybe there was some negligence in the safety of the set. Where that goes remains to be seen.
Well, clearly something went wrong on that set, but clearly it also seems like something's going wrong in this prosecution's office, where there's been all sorts of problems since this thing started, and you got to think it's going to be a tough conviction no matter what. But interesting to follow along, and criminal defense attorney Lou Shapiro, thanks so much for your insight tonight.
I was glad to be with you, Alex.